Hello, my name is Aislinn Evans. For those of you who don't know me, I have been in quite a few verticals now. I actually just finished shooting my 6th one. It was my 2nd lead, and I've done 4 antagonists, villains, if you will. Between the two, honestly, I love both of them. I specifically love when the leads have a bit more like strength to them, which is definitely the most recent one that I did, and I'm so excited for that one to come out. But in addition to that, my main background is actually dance. I have a BFA in contemporary ballet. I grew up in New Hampshire, and then I went to college out in San Francisco, and then I moved to New York City, and I've been here for about 6 years. Let's get into some other questions here. Okay, first question on here, are you single? You told me not to answer that one, so I'm going to leave that one blank. But you said instead to answer what kinds of movies and TV shows I like to watch. Honestly, I watch a ton of stuff. It's like, I kind of see it as like research. Right now, like I just finished White Lotus. I feel like everyone watched that. Some shows that have really blown me away this year, Arcane blew me away. That is some of the best storytelling and character development I've seen in a TV show in a long time. Love that. Some of my favorite movies, classic Dog Day Afternoon. Love it. I feel like that could come out today and still be relevant. Inception. That was like the first movie I saw when I was younger where I went, wait, I love movies. Along with like Pirates of the Caribbean, Black Pearl. I think those were the 2 movies that like growing up I was like, oh, movies, what? Where did I go to learn acting? Audition to this. She's a natural. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna really expose myself here. Okay, I've actually only been acting for 2 years. I've been a working actor for like a little over 1 year. I took a class here in the city. It was a scene study class, TGW acting studio downtown. Ooh, the sun's coming out. We're about to get some sun here. But that was it. I took that class for about, I took it for like a year and a half, I wanna say. Now I'm taking a new one at the Chain Theater here in New York called Actors Homeroom, and absolutely love it. But yeah, that's my acting experience. I will also say, I think learning, like training in dance growing up, that taught me so much from the performance side of things. I also modeled, so like, I don't know, I think it all kind of overlaps, but like really, as far as acting classes go, like, again, I've only been acting for about 2 years, so thank you. Did you always want to be an actress, or did you have other dreams when you were younger? Oh my God, great question. Yes, I always wanted to be a dancer. That was like the main goal. That was the goal through like, oh my God, into my early 20s, I'm still in my 20s, into my early 20s was to be a professional dancer. And then I went to college for it. And by the time I graduated college, it was just like, not creatively fulfilling enough for me at that time. And it was also just like a really toxic environment, and I wanted to move on. And so I moved to New York, I started modeling, and sort of just naturally fell into acting. But it was one of those things where like people had always told me growing up, you should act, you should act. And I was like, in what time? Like I'm dancing all the time. And so then when I finally took that first acting class about 2 years ago, I walked into class and it was like the first class. I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So there you go. That's that story. How does Aislinn like my billionaire ever after? Oh my God. I mean, look, I really appreciate being able to work on like any and all of these projects. Like I said, I'm new to it. So the fact that I'm getting these opportunities to be on such like crazy production value projects is like amazing. And I absolutely loved the team on that one. It was really fun to bring such a villain to life. And working with Ryan on that one, loved that. That was his and my 2nd project working together, and I just see him like absolutely taking off now, and I'm so proud of him. Yeah, no, it was a really fun set to work on. But just wait, we got another villain similar to that coming out like honestly any day now. It actually should be coming out very, very soon. And I like played a little bit more, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for that one. And then the one I just finished, oh, I could talk about that one for ages. It was gorgeous. So we got more coming beyond my billionaire ever after. Do you have a motivational quote or something that you hold on to when things get rough? Honestly, it always changes, but yeah, I always have like little things. The thing I've been holding on to right now is I really truly believe, especially in this industry, like the only trick to like making it is to not quit. Like that's it. Just don't quit. Just keep going. I just want it too bad to not do it. I like to watch biopics. That actually helps because it makes it seem a lot more tangible in a way. Are there any actors or actresses that you would love to work with or work with again? All of them. I don't know. I really loved working with pretty much every actor that I've worked with. However, if I were to pick one, it would be the team that I just finished working with. Like the whole team. Because we all agreed, like everyone, every single department, all of the camera, art, costume, hair, makeup, actors, director, like everyone agreed that there was just something so special about this team, and everyone worked together so well, and it was literally like magic. I know that sounds so dramatic, but like it was literally like magic. So I want to work with that entire team again. Meanwhile, it's not out yet, so I can't really draw names, but you'll see it this summer. Oh, what is something that can wake me up in the middle of the night? Ooh, I'm actually a really deep sleeper. It's hard to wake me up in the middle of the night, which is good. But definitely anxiety dreams. I'll get anxiety dreams occasionally. I have dreams of like falling. I don't know why. That's my reoccurring nightmare, is falling or being like out in the middle of the open ocean. Those two things terrify me. Other like real life stuff. Oh no, I try to not let the real life stuff get to me like that. If you could give your younger self advice, what advice would you give her? These are really good questions, guys. Dream bigger. I would tell her to dream bigger. Sorry, you're getting like this weird shadow from my phone. I would tell her to dream bigger because she has so much capacity for dreams, and she should never limit herself. I have to remind myself of this now, even. Like, dream bigger, always. And reach for it, go for it. Don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself, and like actively look for how you might be limiting yourself and stop it. So yeah, dream bigger, and then like don't be afraid to go for it. How does it feel that you had your first lead role? Oh my gosh, okay, yes. So yeah, first lead role. I mean, I just wrapped literally like days ago on this project that is just, it was so good. And it was technically my second lead. My first ever vertical was actually a lead in Sinful Attractions on Galatea TV, but no, I actually do kind of consider this one like my first real lead because I was still so new to acting and to the vertical space. Everyone was so new to the vertical space in that first project that this one really does feel more like my lead role, and I have no words. I have no words for it, honestly, other than it was magical. And I miss it, and I miss the whole team, and I want to go back and live in that fantasy world, and I am so excited for it to come out. Y'all are gonna love it. This one's a good one. Like, it's a good one. Again, I really can't say much about it, but how does it feel? It feels like my future is opening up in front of me. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like. If I could play a role in any other vertical that currently exists, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really have an answer for this one because it's one of those things where it's like you watch the verticals, you watch these stories, any role, and like the story is only that way. The characters are only that way because of the actor who portrayed them. Like I wouldn't have portrayed it in that way. There was one that was cool where it was like the lead actress, I think it was Ashley, like played two characters, where it was like her and like her evil doppelganger. That sounds fun just from like the concept of it. So I guess maybe that, but I think she did such a good job. Like I wouldn't want to take it from her. Okay, next, if I had a superpower, what would it be? Pause time. If I had a superpower, I would pause time so I could have more time in the day. There's never enough time in the day. There's always more that I want to get done. So it would be to pause time. Okay, if I could go to any country, what country would I go to? I think right now, number one on my list is Japan. I've wanted to go for a really long time, and I haven't been, so we'll say that. Maybe next up would be Scotland, because my sister lives in Scotland, so I would take the opportunity to go and visit her. But I've gone to Scotland multiple times. That feels like a cheat on this question. So a country I've never been to, Japan, definitely. What do I do in my free time? What free time? I'm the type of person, I'm a workaholic. I like don't stop working. The few times when I do pause from craziness, I love reading. I do love reading, whether it's more like self-improvement books or I've been going through a fantasy kick lately, just like reading fantasy books. I love them. I would love to work on a fantasy project at some point. I also play video games, but my Switch broke. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad about that because that was definitely one of the things that I would do during free time, and now I can't, and I need to see if I can get it fixed. Is there something I want to say to the viewers who are watching this? Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this weird, wild world that is Verticals or Vertland or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think there's something so beautiful about the community really starting to come together on this, and I'm really seriously so excited to see what happens with it, especially even just in the next year, but just like in its lifetime. I think it's like we're really entering in at the ground level of something that's going to be really, really special and beautiful. So thank you so much for being a part of that, truly. What do I hope to achieve in the future career-wise? I want to just take this as far as it'll take me. Fill in the blank for whatever you think that means, but I want to go as far as this will take me. Career-wise, I'm also working on developing a company that actually coaches actors how to like run their social media to benefit their careers, because I've seen just like how much social media can benefit one's career. I mean, this is a perfect example, and I really think that social media and movie making and storytelling, like everything is blending together in a new way. And so if you as an actor can understand that and navigate that, it's only going to give you a leg up in a very difficult to navigate industry. So I would say, yeah, I'm taking acting as far as I can, but then I also want to be helping uplift actors along the way. And that company is called ProAct Studios. You can feel free to go and follow it here on Instagram and other places. Thank you all so much for watching. I have a new show coming out sometime soon, very soon. Keep an eye out for that. And then I just wrapped on one that I think is going to if the experience on set is any reflection of what the final product will be, it is going to be a special one. So just keep an eye out for those. The special one should be coming out in June, and the other one should be coming out like any week now. So stay tuned. It's just the beginning. Thank you so much. Bye.